Good evening, welcome back to Stowmarket Town FC's matchday highlights. You join us this evening for the Suffolk Premier Cup quarter-final. Stowmarket looking to take on to the next stage and continue that winning run they've had that's so successful this year. Join me this evening, Moss, how you doing?
Doing alright, thanks yourself.
Not too bad, rain stayed away so it's all good.
It is, yeah. Good. Yeah, good to get the game on. I think there's a little bit of doubt after seeing the pitch on Saturday.
A little bit of doubt after the rain yesterday, to be fair.
Yeah, but good to get the game on, and credit to the groundsman Will for getting it on, and hopefully it'll be a good game between two sides in form.
Yes, definitely. Well, yeah, hell of a job by the groundsman, so no, fair play to him. Have you recovered from Saturday's, let's say, a high stress level finish?
Yeah, I think so. What a game, what a finish. We were chatting in the clubhouse after. Could the Coley Heath late goal be topped? And I think it was at the weekend. Just all of it put together. You know, the unbeaten run, being 2-0 down, 10 men for the whole of the second half, and to come back, get the win like that was really special. So it's going to take some topping tonight if they're going to beat it tonight.
Yeah, and hopefully we can follow that up with another entertaining game in front of a, you know, it's not too cold, so it should all be good. Pitch is looking good. You got the team news?
Yes.
Yeah, let's have a look at what's going on.
Okay, so 3 changes from Saturday's win against Long Melford from the team that started there. Anton Clark, what a save he made. But he got the red card, and unfortunately his suspension doesn't kick in today, but he's on the bench along with Joe Jefford, who came off injured early on in that first half, and Josh Mayhew dropping to the bench as well. A little bit of a surprise from the changes, but coming in you've got Dean Bowditch starting, Matt Blake and the captain Ollie Brown, who obviously made that early change coming on for Joe Jefford on Saturday. So 3 changes for Stowe.
Yeah, and it's obviously good to see JJ on the bench after what looked like a bit of a nasty injury. It's good to see him back up going. What about our opposition tonight? Anything we might be familiar with?
Well, they would have played Callum Robinson. He's been on loan for them for a little while, but his loan ended at the end of last month. He did a great job there, but he's back with us now, so they've got a different goalkeeper in now. Few big names in there, I suppose. Patrick Brothers, who's played for Leiston for a few years, so he's played at a little bit of a high level. Their player manager, his brother Michael Brothers, unfortunately injured tonight, so he's not available, but a very good player by all standards, especially at this level. He's named on the bench, but I don't know whether he'll come on or not. And Regan Pelling as well, who's played for Needham, Bury Town, so he's played a little bit higher. So they've got some quality and won 8 of their last 10 games in the league, including Saturday at Wroxham 2-1. So they're a team that's coming in like us in form.
Stay with us. Full match highlights coming next, and we'll catch you at the end.
Have a gamble! Have a gamble! Come on, man! Brilliant, Mars! Hey! On the ball! Is that right? Fucking smash the free. Go through.
That's where fucking water, so nothing is. job, Alice. Back in Stows, brothers. Come on!
A finish. Stowe finally walking away 3-2 on penalties after a bit of an entertaining 0-0, lad, don't you think?
Yeah, it was entertaining 0-0. We had chances. They had a really good chance in the second half. One of their players going through and putting it over, and they're probably thinking that might be their chance to get over the line. Ourselves, we had chances, had the ball in the net on the 90th minute. Goal disallowed, being pulled back for a foul. But 90 minutes up, we got penalties and more scenes here at Greens Meadow.
Yes, crazy scenes. Again, always good to see though. Always good to see crazy scenes. Overall, do you think Stowe just about edged on performance-wise?
Yeah, I thought we played well. I thought Brantham played well as well. Their keeper, got to give him a shout out. He made some good saves and come on to the shootout as well. Saved Stowe's first 2 penalties. So from Jack Ainsley and Christy Finch, put them 2-0 up in the shootout, and then it was all about Bradders making them couple of saves, getting us back in it at 2-2, going 3-2 up. Josh Mayhew coming off the bench, getting that 5th penalty to put us ahead for the first time, and then their player putting it over the bar and Stowe going through. So 2-0 down in the shootout, come through 3-2. Yeah, we've got to be delighted with that.
Another 2-0 deficit that Stowe have to overcome.
Yeah.
We have to talk about Brantham's goalkeeper. Some absolutely fantastic saves in that second half, and obviously the 2 in the penalty shootout. I mean, he's got to walk away with at least a man in the match, hasn't he? Really on that sort of performance.
Yeah, for their team, yeah, definitely. I think Bradders have got to be in with a shout for us for the 2 penalty saves to get us back in it, because at that point we were dead and buried. You know,
Yeah.
we were hoping on him to make some saves or them to put it wide. So, but yeah, from his perspective and from what I've heard, he hasn't played too many games for Brantham. Obviously, they've had Callum Robinson in goal on loan from us, so he's not played too many games for him. And yeah, done really well. Young lad, made some good saves, especially here in front of another good crowd. Yeah, I think he's could go far.
It's not bad way to make a name for yourself, is it? So, any concerns from Stowe's perspective? Again, another difficult game, finding yourself struggling to get that breakthrough early. Is it a concern going forward, or is it just sort of a little sticky patch?
I just think it was one of them nights, really. We had chances. There was probably more chances that we had, but their defence getting in the way of shots. Some passes just not going, little bits rubber the green, that sort of thing. It was just one of them nights, and I'll give credit to the opposition because I thought they defended really well. We played them twice at the start of the season, both in the first month, and got 2 wins, 2 clean sheets, some big wins against them. But you can tell since then they've improved. They've got players in. I think you look at the team sheet from when we played them last to now. There's a few different names on there, and they're a lot better now, as I mentioned at the start. 8 wins from the last 10, up to 6th in the table before tonight's game. So they're a team on the up, and gave us a good game. But from our perspective, I think just got to be happy we got over the line, and now it's back to the league on Saturday.
Where are we on Saturday? Give us the lowdown of what's coming up.
Saturday we've got the delights of Galston. Not quite Great Yarmouth, but it's the closest we can get this season, guys. But Galston on Saturday away. Themselves had a great win last Friday, 6-0. So they're bottom of the table still, but they're pushing for safety. So it's going to be a tough one. And then we go to Hackney Wick on Wednesday for the League Challenge Cup semi-final. So 2 away games coming up.
Fantastic. We certainly all go here. Hope you enjoyed the highlights. It's been a stressful 90 minutes, but it's certainly not lacking any action. We'll catch you again on Saturday. Cheers.
All over here at Greens Meadow, a 0-0 draw, which turned into quite a exciting penalty shootout. Start off, Gaffer, what range of emotions did you have to go through during that one?
First of all, I thought Brantham were outstanding. I thought they're probably the best team we've played down here this season. I thought they were well organised. Their work ethic was phenomenal. But we did say at half time that we didn't. See what I'm working with. But you know, Brantham were outstanding, as I said, but we did say at half time we didn't think they could keep that level of energy up, and I think over the 90 minutes we deserved to go through. I thought they dropped deeper and deeper. Keepers pulled off one or two great saves, one in particular. A little bit disappointed the ref blew for the foul where Blakey's put it in. I think he could have allowed play for another second or two, but you know, it is what it is. But it's a massive disappointment that a team has to go out on pens. You know, Lady Luck's shined on us today, and we'll take that. So at 2-0 down, of course you think you're out. I mean, Brooksy, to be fair to him, said to me and Muzz, we're going to win this 3-2, and obviously you hope that's going to be the case. And once they miss one, it's a funny old game, pressure. So credit to our boys for sticking at it. Brad has pulled off some great saves, and as I said, luckily we're through to the next round.
And Muzzy, for yourself, second half we really did knock on the door constantly for a good spell, and as Rick's pointed out, their keeper had an absolute blinder and really did pull off some great saves. So how was the feeling from the touchline, and what were the boys feeling when they just weren't able to get those converted, really?
I think it's easy to get frustrated too early. We kept playing the right way, so we were getting the balls into the right area. We were working them from side to side, and then we were coming in off the sides and trying to play down the sides of the centre halves. And like I said, the keeper was outstanding. I thought they did defend really well. Their shape was good. They got a little bit deeper, but then they got a little bit tighter, and it made things really difficult. And like I said, we've had a lot of balls go across that 6-yard box and far post, and we just haven't converted or haven't been in the right place at the right time. And we've had knockdowns that have hit people. So it just felt like, the old saying that you could be here till tomorrow and you wouldn't have scored. Yeah. So, like I said, Rick said, they've come here and they've done a really organised job, but we've played really good. I think, like I say, our possession would have been, if you're looking at the stats, would have been way up there. And it's just one of them nights where we just didn't get that chance that we put away normally.
Something that I don't really want to take the chance to sort of ignore is the fact that for the first time in a couple of games we've managed to keep a clean sheet. So we've had a couple of games where we've conceded a couple of goals now. How much of a positive is that going forward into the weekend with the next league game that we've got coming up?
Yeah, someone said to me, did we rest players? And I sort of looked a bit puzzled, and I thought, well, you've only, nobody can tell me, looking at the team that we announced, that wasn't strong. Kirtley and Logger, I thought, did exceptionally well on Saturday. JJ's picked up a little bit of knock, so we didn't want to risk him. Obviously, Bully suspended, and I thought they did a great job again today. I thought the back four, I thought the concentration levels were really good, and Brad has maybe one save, two saves, if that, all game. So that just shows you we were on it, and as I said, it's just disappointing that one team's had to go out on penalties, but we are where we are.
And I suppose with it being the Suffolk Premier Cup, there's some big opposition that we could now face in the semi-finals. How are we looking going forward? Have you got anyone that you'd really aspire to play in that next round, which will be on neutral ground, and sort of how are we going to frame things?
No, I think it's a great chance for us to pit our wits against teams that are higher, that we aspire to be like. We've got the greatest respect for all of them teams that have been above us for quite some time, and it's nice to be able to go into a semi-final. A lot of people make comments that we should be, we've got players that play at that level, but being able to play the way that we want to play with the discipline and the quality is getting it out of them, and that's what we take privilege in doing. And obviously we'll go and play a team higher, and it'll be an honour, and hopefully we can match them all the way. And again, if we can get a result, that'd be great for Stow. And really, it'll be interesting just to see how we match up in terms of line up, formation, little things you can pick up. So we're always learning, so it'll be a great experience for us all, really.
So I think there's some great teams in there which the fans would really like to pit themselves against as well. The only final thing I want to touch on for today, I'll go back to yourself, Rick. Obviously, we've got a couple of suspensions and a couple of injuries. Kurt went off today, and that'll be shown on the video. Obviously, he had his knee injuries. Everything sort of okay there, and how are we looking going forward?
Yeah. It was one of the risks of playing him and longer again because the injuries have been well documented, and I think we've managed him really well. Maybe Saturday was a momentous effort by everyone, and then again another really competitive game today, and maybe 2 games came a little bit too quickly for him. But as I said, that's the strength of the squad, and we brought JJ back on, so we'll look at that Saturday with a view, because we've obviously got a cup semi-final next Wednesday. So we use the squad how we see fit for each individual game, and our job as a management team is trying to keep everyone match fit and ready to go. And so far, I don't think we've done too bad at it.
It's all been going well. I mean, just to finish this off, I'm sure that all the fans would like to thank you both for quite an entertaining week we've had. I'm sure there's going to be a few prescriptions written out this week for high blood pressure tablets. But let's hope that we can carry on now the season, and next round the cup goes well. Thank you both very much. Cheers.
Bye.